Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my July beauty favorites. Goodness me, July is gone already. I cannot believe it. We're already in August. Oh no, I want to hold tight onto the summer months because my favorite time of the year is always summer. For me, summer is my life. I feel alive. I love summer. Anyhow, friends, now to what you came for, my favorites for the month of July. Perhaps out of everything that I had bought, my most favorite thing is my baby. This is my Chanel 22 bag. Oh my gosh, if I have used these quite a bit, a lot. I'm looking at it. It's like, are there any like rips and holes? And is it falling apart? I know there has been a lot of drama about it, but anyhow, this bag has been my summer bag. I use it and abuse it. I take it pretty much everywhere. I have my exceptions. I don't go grocery shopping with it. I don't go to the beach with it. You know, there are certain things that I will not do with it, but for the most part, it has been my summer bag, and I love it because it's not super structured. It's very kind of like relaxed, yet it has a beautiful shape, and I can wear it in different ways. I really love, again, that it's not super structured. The leather is quite a bit soft and a little bit thin, that I'm able to, you know, put as much of the stuff that I want to, and it doesn't feel super heavy. I used to use a lot more my LV bags. Well, the ones that I have, they are the big ones. So they become very heavy, like super easy. This one, not. It's just a breeze to take, and I love the color. I mean, like, you see me a lot with these kind of like tops here on my channel, but I use a lot of linen outside. I use a lot of like short sleeve shirts, very bright and colorful, and white goes so well with everything of that. So this has been my love, and thank you so much for those of you who have watched not only my unboxing of this bag, my other Chanel bag too, but those who watch what it's inside this bag right here. I made a full-on video, and thank you so much for watching it. I mean, like, I have seen what's in my bag videos for so long. I mean, like, it's kind of like a classic, and I thought to myself, well, what about if I do something like that? And talking about what's in my bag, I changed my glasses, the glasses that I have here usually in my bag, because I bought a pair of new Chanel Sunnies, and I have been loving them a lot, a whole lot. They are so nice, but these ones are polarized. I really love the shape, the size, the logo on the side. It looks very nice. It's not like too much. So these are the sunglasses that have been living inside my bag, as well as these Tom Ford sunglasses that I got it during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. Now I got two pairs. Out of the two, the one that I first really wanted, they were more square and a little bit more flat. I like them. They are polarized, but I'm not using them that much, because then I realized they had these other ones. They are not polarized, but I love how they look on me. The shape, I don't know, I think it suits my face shape a little bit more than the other ones from Tom Ford that I first haul. So I had been also using these when I use more of lighter clothing. Instead of using the black ones from Chanel, I'm using these ones right here from Tom Ford. Really nice. And I always wear glasses, whether it's summertime or whether it's cloudy. Well, not if I'm going for a walk, but mostly if I'm driving, I usually have to have some sort of sunglasses. Most likely 99.9% they have to be polarized, but I have been enjoying both of these glasses. The Chanel ones, they are polarized. So anyhow, my friends, those purchases, they had been a hit for me. And another hit for me has been this beautiful Chantecaille tote kind of bag that was available during the Sylvie sale from Chantecaille with a minimum purchase. And I mean, this was sent to me by Chantecaille, which I'm so grateful for. But this is the bag that I have been using when I'm going to the pool, when I'm going to the beach, when I'm going, you know, for a very casual walk. This is it. This is the one that I haven't used. If it's in my plans to go to the grocery store, this is what I take, or Target, or whatever it is. loving this bag. It reminds me a lot to the Dior tote bags, very alike. It doesn't have anything to envy to the Dior tote bags. Believe me, the quality, the material, the lining inside, it even has pockets. From the structure, the pattern, it's just so beautiful. And although the sale is done, you can still get this bag right here with still the same minimum purchase of $600, and then you get the bag. And I know you're going to be like, oh my gosh, $600 to get the bag, but that is really easy to achieve with Chantecaille, mostly for those of us, if you use your skincare, which in 2 or 3 skincare items from Chantecaille, I mean, definitely you get to that $600 minimum. But anyhow, myself, I have been loving it. And then another thing that I enjoy and like I use every single day, from lotions and potions and after shower sprays to perfumes, I use it all, my friends. And honestly, I haven't changed my mind. This has been my baby. This is the newest fragrance from Christian Louboutin, Loubimar ou Parfum Légère. It's just so beautiful. I love absolutely everything about this fragrance. It has that saltiness. Like I close my eyes and I feel I'm already by the seaside. That's how I feel. It just smells a little bit lemony and a little bit of that sea salt. It has a little bit of tuberose, but it's not too much. It's just amazing. And then another fragrance that, I mean, I keep it in rotation is Creed Aventus for her. This has, oh, it bursts. I know I'm gonna mix fragrances, but that's okay. These are fragrances that I can layer it easily. Imagine a green apple, like one of those that are extremely juicy that they, when you open them up, you can see like the burst of like kind of water like spritzing all over. Ah, it is like that. It is fruity, but at the same time, it has a beautiful elegance. It has that bergamot that I love. I mean, like these are my summer fragrances. And by the way, if you haven't watched it yet, I uploaded a video here on my channel on, I mean, the title is basically my top summer fragrances. I just titled it Fragrances That Only Rich Ladies Use. And I know it caused a little bit of, some people were a little bit salty about it. It's like, oh, it's not the time to talk about rich. And I get it. It is just a title, it's just a thumbnail. It's just to use your imagination. That's all what it is. It's nothing into like, oh, who is rich and who is not, who can afford it or who cannot afford it, because at the end you can even get a sample by that matter. You don't need to buy the full bottle, right? It's just to kind of like get your mind out of whatever is going on right now, because we all deserve to take that break, use our imagination, just have fun. I mean, at the end, at the long run, that's what these videos are for. It's just to kind of distract a little bit the mind, whether you're gonna get something or not. Just, just relax. It's kind of like a stress free. Anyhow, the video is super good because I give you top fragrances for summertime, from daytime to early afternoon to mid afternoon, all the way to evening and party time. So if you want to know what are those fragrances that honestly is like a summer capsule, I guarantee you will really enjoy that video. Okay, friends, and now let's go into the makeup. And I know the elephant in the room is this lipstick right here. Well, none other than Lisa Eldridge. She launched her summer collection. I picked up a few of her new lipsticks, but the lipstick that really just ah, it's just the love of my life is New Wave. In her, I think it's called Insanely Saturated Formula, something along those lines. So anyhow, oh, well, here I have the one that it broke when I was doing my video, but Lisa Eldridge, well, not herself, but it seems like perhaps her public relation team or just her social media team, I don't know who, but they were watching my video and they realized that my lipstick broke. And if you go back and watch that video where I'm swatching the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, I didn't have the bullet all the way up. In fact, every time that I do swatches of lipsticks, which is something that I do a lot here on my channel, I put down the lipstick bullet. I mean, it's very rare if I keep it up. Usually I just like go down, 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 and it broke. Unfortunately, it broke. And they sent me a DM through Instagram and they told me, we're so sorry that that happened to you. Let us send you a replacement. If you could just send us your order number, we'll send it to you. So I went ahead and gave them the order number and they sent me a new one, which I'm so happy. I'm very grateful for that customer service because I purchased all of them. Nothing was sent by Lisa Eldridge or your team or nothing like that. So I'm very appreciative that they were able to see my video to begin with and they were able to send me a replacement. Again, I'm very appreciative. And I have heard from other people that when that had happened and then they don't, these other people, they are people just like you, that you're just watching a video, they don't have a YouTube channel or an Instagram, they don't show it, and then they reach to customer service with Lisa Eldridge, they send a replacement right away. According to the message that I received on Instagram, they told me that the reason they are so delicate is because the amount of pigment that they carry on them, and that's why they kind of break easily. I mean, who knows what it is? Yes, the pigment is extraordinary. Look at this shade. This shade is just stunning, so vibrant, so perfect for summertime, morning or evening time. Is another type of, instead of the red or an orange red, oh, this shade. And I love this formulation. It is demi matte, but it's comfortable, it's soft, it glides on easy like butter. I mean, like it is just stunning, spectacular. Out of all the lipsticks that I tried from the new Lisa Eldridge collection is again New Wave and then Strawberry Chalk. Again from the same formula. The insanely saturated ones, these are the ones that I love. The luxurious ones, the ones that they are more satin ones, they are all pretty. The shades are beautiful, but I do have very pigmented lips. And honestly, the luxurious formula, it's kind of like a hybrid between lip balm with a little bit of color that yes, you can build it, but even when you build it, it doesn't have quite the opacity that I want. Even though my preferred type of lipstick, they are satin lipsticks and they are not really satin lipsticks. So I love all the shades, but I think if I have to say with, which formula from Lisa Eldridge I like the most on me is the insanely saturated and then the velvet matte. Those are incredible, but all the shades are gorgeous. New Wave, oof, New Wave is just incredible. And since we're in the topic of lipsticks, another lipstick that really, really impressed me has been the new Rouge DIOR Forever lipsticks. These are their new transfer proof matte formula, and the shade that I have an obsession with is Feminine. Oh my goodness, if this is so feminine. It has, by the way, I mean, I think all of the products right here, I either have reviews, swatches. You check on my channel. I bought 8 of these shades, I think. Feminine, and then 999, the typical red. They're amazing, but Feminine, oh my goodness. It's a orange red with a little bit of terracotta. It looks incredible, incredible. And I really love the formulation because yes, they are transfer proof. This right here, the one from Lisa Eldridge, is not transfer proof, but this one glides on like a dream. It melts like butter, it's moisturizing, and then the way that it fades, it's a very elegant way to fade. I mean, like you will still see the lipstick throughout the entire day, but it doesn't look patchy or crusty. Some lipsticks, they tend to look, when they are matte, they tend to look crusty. No, in fact, this one is very interesting because when you apply it, although they look fairly kind of dry on the bullet, when you apply it, it feels kind of like if you're applying a liquid lipstick, but immediately drying with that matte finish, but in the most comfortable way. I will say very alike to these Lisa Eldridge lipsticks in the terms of how comfortable, moisturizing they are, non-drying, full pigment, looking just stunning. But the benefit of these Dior ones is that they are transfer proof. The only thing I have to say is like, why in the world they didn't make them refillable? But if I have to choose two, because usually when I go with matte lipsticks are for shades that are a little bit more intense, like this new wave, I will go with Feminine from Dior and 999, which is the red. The red that we all need to have in our collection. This is the Parisian red, the fearless red, the everything red. And if you want to see a review and swatches on my lips, I film in natural light. Please check my channel. It's there. Okay, and then going into more of like comfortable lipsticks, I tried the reformulation of the Clé de Peau lipsticks in their Brilliant Shine formula. This is just kind of like the typical lip balm meets satin lipstick with a lot of pigment kind of shade. This is a lovely formula, super comfortable, super hydrating, super juicy and shiny. And then the regular satin lipstick. Oh my goodness. I know this shade is sold out, but if it comes back in stock, I will make sure to put all the details, products I'm talking about today, everything will be on the description box below, along with the links. Thank you so much for those who shop through my links. You don't have to, but if you end up doing so, thank you so much. That's a great way that you support my channel, and I'm so appreciative of that. I know it doesn't cost you anything, but honestly, between you watching this video, liking the video, sharing the video, all the way to doing your shopping with me, what a blessing. That's all what I can tell you. And I don't want to cry, because I will cry for those things, because I know it's, you put so much effort on something, right? And when you see the support from people that you haven't met in person, but you feel like they are friends, it's just amazing. Thank you so much. But anyhow, going back to this baby, if you come across Tantalizing, I will make sure again, if I find it anywhere else, to put on the description box below. Oh, is this is the satin formula of my dreams. Like these are my satin formula that I want forever. You know, like they are super shiny, non-metallic, hydrating, pigmented. They, you know, I want the shade from the bullet to show on my lips like such, and not having to build up too much. Just gorgeous, just simply gorgeous. And this packaging is just so beautiful and ergonomic, I should say, because the way that you can actually put your fingers like this and apply, it just feels very comfortable. I think they did a amazing job. And then the other lipstick formula that I tried from Clé de Peau is on their shimmer formulation. It's not metallic, it does have a little bit of something, a little bit of shine, a little bit of glistening. It makes your lips look a little bit fuller and not opaque. It's like having, it's a hybrid, like having a lip gloss already on top of your lipstick. And this shade in particular, Go Boldly Bronze, is so hard for me to pronounce. And I know some of you you like to correct me on my pronunciation, how I say. I think somebody was telling me how to pronounce a word. I don't even remember. But listen, I speak fluently 3 languages, 4 stretching it, okay? And to put all of them together on my brain sometimes is difficult, with all the different, pronunciation, accent, I mean, grammar and all of that. So, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. So, thank you so much for the effort of, you should pronounce it this way. I was like, yeah, I will try. Definitely, I will try. But anyhow, this lipstick shade, it's stunning if you want that bronzy kind of look, but on your lips. Wow. And another lipstick that is a little bit like the last lipstick that I spoke about, Clé de Peau, with a little bit of shine that looks like if it's metallic, but it's not metallic. This new one by Guerlain. First of all, take a moment and appreciate the beautiful case. Like a butterfly wing. Is just wow. I mean, like, take off your bag. This baby right here is gonna be like, what? What's that? It's just so gorgeous. But this shade right here, interesting enough, when you see it from the bullet, and if you are following me on Instagram and you have seen an image of this baby, it looks like it's a matte shade, but it's not matte. It actually shows Again, it has a little bit of kind of like a metallic vibe, but it's not metallic. It does have some sheen to it that looks exactly as the wings of the butterfly, you know, with that beautiful silkiness to them. Super hydrating and super pigmented. They are not transfer proof. They are not long wearing. Same thing with the Clé de Peau. It's something that you have to reapply, but nonetheless, the formula is spot on. And the last product on the lip section is this lip balm by Givenchy. This one is from their fall pink collection. I think that's how they are calling it. The packaging absolutely stunning. Stunning, but the product itself is a lip balm, but it does have color. It makes your lips look just more healthy without changing too much the shade of your lips. There's a little bit of pinkiness in it, but there's a lot of hydration. Honestly, beautiful. I mean, from the bullet and everything, but the main thing is that does it meet the purpose? Does what it's supposed to do, a lip balm? Keep your lips from become chapped and dehydrated. Yes, it does. And I know it says that it's supposed to be volumizing. I didn't feel anything. It felt a little bit of like coolness, but not really like a minty sensation or pain on my lips. Nothing of that. A stunning formula by Givenchy. Okay, wow, if I try a lot of lipsticks. Oh, yeah. I've tried a lot of lipsticks, but well, this one, I think I already mentioned it, how much I have been loving this lipstick for the past, I mean, since summer started, I went ahead and grabbed it, and it has been hard to let it go until I start finding these like bold lipstick shades that I'm like, "Ah, yes, 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 I want them all." Yeah. This is Chanel Boy. This one is like kind of like my everyday when I don't want to think too much about anything and I know it goes with everything and it makes my lips look extra juicy. Then I go for Boy the Rouge Coco Flash formulation. So this is just because yes, I have been still loving it and using it. And well, going away from the lipstick area and by staying within the lip section, I have been really enjoying these SISLEY lip liners, in a specific the shade Chocolat. I thought it was going to be super deep and perhaps that it will not work with many of my lipsticks, but all the opposite. It's an ideal nude tone. I know there is, I have beige natural, I think it's called, and then not sure, not, don't quote me on that. I know there's one kind of like in the middle that I'm gonna get my hands on it, but this one does the trick for me. Like I said, I do have very pigmented lips, and this one just lines my lips perfectly with that very neutral nudie tone that goes really well with many nude tones, whether they are in the cool side or whether they are on the warm side or whether they are beige nude lipsticks. Chocolat works incredible with all of them. Okay, lipsticks are done, or so I hope. You know, my friends, I'm a lipstick lover at heart. Going for base products. At the beginning of July, end of June, and I mean like on and off, I have been using quite a bit by La Mer, the Radiant Skin Tint. Super hydrating, super moisturizing with plenty of coverage. I will say more into light to medium coverage. Even medium coverage, if you build it up, I will not suggest to build it up because it's a skin tint. It does have SPF, but to me, I treat it kind of, I always say it like a booster to my actual sunscreen, and it looks gorgeous. It makes your skin look very healthy and beautiful and even out, and it's just such a beautiful product from La Mer. But then there were two big foundation launches from two amazing brands, and the one that I'm using today is the Lancôme 10 Idole Ultra Wear Care and Glow foundation. Okay, so let me tell you, I applied it today. Usually this foundation I like to use it mostly when, and I mean on this month, if you don't know, I cater events, and right now is the wedding season, so I'm always, you know, on some sort of event. And I provide my services too on venues that they are outdoors, like out in the full sun, not only like not ballrooms, not that I don't do it, but a lot of them they are vineyards or villas or some sort of like private estates, etc. Okay. And I have to say, if you want an extra long wearing foundation, that I will I will say, like, I'm telling you, I'm using this foundation when I have to work under the sun. It lasts throughout the day in like a lot of sweat, a lot of running back and forth, dirt blasting on you and whatnot. You know, all the things that you don't see behind the scenes, those beautiful, extravagant weddings, okay? But if you live in a humid climate, which I used to live in a humid climate, not only in Florida, but also I was born in Peru, and the humidity level in Peru too is high during summertime. This foundation, I'm sure it will last you completely. For me, this foundation is ideal for those who have combination to oily skin. It is extremely perfecting. It reminds me a lot to the Lisa Eldridge foundation, also to the Ultra Nude foundation by Chanel, where it's like super perfecting. A little goes a long way, a true medium coverage foundation. The only thing is that it has alcohol, and therefore it does set by itself because it dries super fast. So for someone like me, I do have kind of combination skin, dry skin all over my face, and the only part that I have combo skin is right here where I have my enlarged pores. And my skin doesn't look extremely dry up here, but it doesn't do any like dewy favors to it. Right here, right now, when I'm filming this video, it's already in the afternoon. So you can see already that dewiness that this foundation has is because, you know, I have been out. I have been doing stuff. And I have been, you know, it's summertime. I have been sweating a little. That's what it is. So if you like a foundation that again is very long wearing and is very perfecting, lightweight, it doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of your skin. Again, reminds me a little bit to the Lisa Eldridge, also to the Pat McGrath foundation. If you like that very lightweight kind of formula from Pat McGrath, and you like how it, like that one from Pat McGrath, it does have alcohol and it sets right away, almost to a powder kind of setting, then you're gonna like this foundation. The only thing is the shade, to me as of right now, it seems like an okay shade. I mean, I have to drag it a little bit because it's not the perfect match. And I noticed that, for example, this shade, the one 330N, is supposed to be a neutral peach, but instead it leans not even neutral, it leans a little bit cool tone. And it makes me wonder if it perhaps have a little bit too much of cool tones in general for this shade range of Lancome. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I honestly have to go to Sephora store and check again on, you know, if they can find a perfect shade match for me, but otherwise a great foundation. Now, the foundation that I'm completely in love with is the new Hourglass Soft Glow Foundation. What an elegant foundation. That's what it is. It's an elegant finish. It does have that ambient kind of soft focus, blurring filter kind of effect. Listen me out right here. A little goes a long way. Try to spread it. I will say even with like half a pump, you can just do your entire face. With both foundations, Lancome and Hourglass, make sure that you have your skin well moisturized. When I put my makeup on, usually is after skincare, after my SPF, so usually it's well moisturized, but it's something that I will highly suggest. They do have ingredients that are supposed to impart moisture and hydration. I will definitely suggest to have your skin again well prepped before applying them. This foundation also medium coverage. There's no fragrance on this foundation, so if you don't like fragrance like the one Lancome does have fragrance, then I will highly suggest go with this one. It reminds me a lot of that Chanel Le Beige foundation in that term of like a very natural glow. Definitely a medium coverage, a little goes a long way. Do not build up too much because then, I mean, I haven't tried build it up too much, but then I will assume it will start not looking cakey, but it just is not the purpose of this foundation. This foundation honestly will cater for any type of skin, for those who are very young, for those of us with mature skin over 40 years old, 50 plus. It's just a gorgeous foundation. Ideal, I will say this one for dry, normal, oily combination skin. Both of them, they do not blur large pores or fine lines. They are both perfecting. Perhaps if you have enlarged pores, and because of that, since they don't blur, imperfections, if you want to use a primer that will blur a little bit your enlarged pores and make it a little bit smoother, go ahead and do it. Both of the foundations will not emphasize anything, but I know a lot of people ask me if you have to choose one or the other one. I know that I will use a lot more the Hourglass than the LANCôME. Although the LANCôME, I will use it for special occasions if I want to look extra put together. But at the same time, the Hourglass give me this elegant look with this filter-like effect that is just amazing. And I know a lot of you have said, oh, the shade range is kind of wonky, it's very difficult. And I agree on that part in terms of like it was difficult to pinpoint exactly what shade I wanted it to choose. And when I did my review on this foundation, I purchased 3 shades. 7.5 is perfect for me, but if you go and watch that review at in the very first part of the video, I show you 3 different shades. You can tell there are differences. This one was the most neutral, no yellow, no olive, but neutral. There was, I think, one a little bit lighter, look truly olive, and a couple deeper shades that look warm, peachy in tone, not orange, but very peachy in tone. So I have to say that in terms of undertones and shade range in general, both foundations, they have done really good. Perhaps the Hourglass, I see that it has a little bit more of the nuances for the olive undertones, for the neutral undertones, for the warm undertones, that on LANCôME, I'm a little bit of like, I don't know, I'm uncertain on that. But yeah, loving both foundations though. In terms of bronzers, honestly, not a lot has changed for me. I have been using quite a bit my Chanel. This is the Soleil Tan de Chanel in medium bronze. I love it. It's the one that I'm using right now. Perfectly fine, absolutely amazing. And then in terms of powder bronzer, going back to my Gold Dust bronzer from Tom Ford, also my SISLEY one. But then talking about blushes, I mean blushes, there's still a ton of them. And the ones that I'm using today is a combination from Chanel blush number 20. This is the perfect cream blush that is neutral, completely neutral, nudie shade. It's kind of that, perfect. I think it was, what was the name of the shade from this Chanel blush that it was discontinued? I think it was Elegance. Elegance. I think it was that one. It is the cream version of it, and it goes with absolutely everything. One of my favorite ones. Great formulation too. And then I added just a tiny bit one of these new Victoria Beckham Beauty Cheeky Posh blushes in the shade Fame. I just added a tiny bit right on the front of this baby right here. Gorgeous shade. It's more of like a mauve kind of rose, like a muted rose kind of shade. That again, it goes with many looks. And I thought, I'm just gonna apply a little bit on the front just to get a little bit of this, very interesting, gorgeous lipstick shade. And the other Cheeky Posh blush in Fever is stunning, stunning for more of like a simple look and that very summer vibe. Oh, Victoria Beckham, I don't know how she does it, but she does amazing. And talking about very natural kind of blushes, oh my gosh, Suku, don't let pass these melting powder blushes from Suku. They melt like a drink. Look at this amazing shade. Swatching a blush, what you're gonna see right there? Nothing. Believe me, please, please, please. This is from their fall collection, but I'm sure they are going to be permanent. The melting powder blushes in any shade that you want, they are not matte. They are kind of like this demi matte with a little bit of a sheen in them without being a highlighter, without being a luminizer, and they melt on your skin. They look absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Some of my favorite blushes right now in the market. So beautiful. And this shade in particular is 09 Karenzaki. This is one of those shades that you have to have in your collection. It's like the number 20 from Chanel, the cream one. These are shades that again you have to have in your collection. Look at that. Like the cream formula of this. Perhaps this one is a little bit warmer, but you know, those neutral tones, nude, not flat, but just that they will go with everything. That's what they are. And then as far as highlighter, oh my gosh, Clé de Peau have done a fabulous job with their luminizer face enhancers. This reformulation is just beyond incredible. Is the one that I'm using today. It's spectacular, it's gorgeous, it's soft, it's just, it's honestly beautiful. It does give that subtle, youthful glow to your skin without being like, oh my gosh, look at her. She's using a beaming highlighter. No, not at all and whatsoever. And then if you like a little bit of a pinky highlighter, definitely go with the Givenchy Prince Libre highlighter. This is in the shade pink. I think it's just pink 11. That's what it is. It's again from the same collection. Now do not go overboard with this because then you will see a really big pink hue, cool tone pink hue. A little goes a long way, like a tiny bit. When I did my demo with this highlighter, you know, I applied it fairly heavy so you could see through the camera how it looks, but honestly if you just go lightly, it's ideal. It's very beautiful and unique too. It's this pearlized pinky shade that is very magical. Little amount and you will get a very nice soft ethereal look. Talking about ethereal, wow, if I'm impressed with this setting powder by Florasis. It's called something Jade, gorgeous peach blossom silk powder. It reminds me a lot, quite a bit of the new Westman Atelier Vital Press setting powders. That silkiness, in fact, like I do have a little bit of glow right here in the middle, and I really like to use it with the little puff that it comes with, and it does kind of mattify, but not really mattify. It actually, what it does more than anything, it just makes your makeup look more natural. You know, if you are having your oils come through and you want your makeup to be a little bit more tame and you have dry skin like me, you're gonna love this powder. It is like silk, and although it's white in the pan, it's completely translucent. If you like the one from Westman Atelier, you're gonna like this one. Okay, friends, and now let's go to eyeshadows. And right now I'm having a combination of eyeshadows. Charlotte. Charlotte, darling. Okay, I love this cream formula from Charlotte Tilbury. Her Eyes to Mesmerize. They are amazing, but these shades are stunning. I already had Golden Eclipse from a little bit over a year, and it's stunning. If you like the Tom Ford, say, Suspicion eyeshadow palette, you're gonna love this baby right here. But let me tell you, I have a combination right now of Exaggerize in the cream formula. My goodness me. If you like a wet finish, this eyeshadow looks wet on the eyelids. Incredible. It has so much dimension. In terms of like, not that they are, you know, like a ton of different colors, it's not a duochrome. When I say dimension, means like you don't need more than one eyeshadow to create the look because it gives that, you know, like shadow effect on one side, that wet effect on in front of the eyelid. It just bounces the light in different ways that it makes your eyelids look just fantastic. Exaggerize, do not let it pass. And if you want to have fun with a little bit of color, but without being like too much, again, I do have a full review on these eyeshadows with like close-ups. Go with Sunset Lip Glow. It's a duochrome shade that has a little bit of pink, limey green, a little bit of kind of like yellow in there. You know, it's kind of like having a strawberry lemonade, just like that. Oof, amazing, incredible, super, super beautiful. It reminds me a lot to Tom Ford Sphinx eyeshadow that is the same like that. Look at that. It is I would say perhaps an exact dupe. I know Charlotte Tilbury used to work for Tom Ford, so maybe she created these and then with the time she recreated it. I'm not saying that that's the case, but if you like a Sphinx and you want the formulation from Charlotte Tilbury, then give that one a try. And then this new eyeshadow quad from Guerlain. What an incredible job have they done. Honestly, an incredible job. All of the ones that I have tried, this is amazing. Royal Jungle, Summer, Golden Vibe. If you like a little bit more of like pinky tones, but without being like too much pink that will make you look sick, Majestic Rose. Oh, amazing. This shade right here. I'm going to repeat myself one more time because I have done reviews for all of these. They are not like the Tom Ford eyeshadow formula, period. Okay, they are not. They may look like, they may remind you because they are quads and how, you know, the pants are, whatever, right? This cool tone is incredible too. But you have here mattes, you have satin shades, demi mattes, you have topper shades. Incredible. Which one I like more, Tom Ford or this one? They are different. They are different. They are different. Just pick and choose. Pick at least one. Try it, the one that you like, and you will see the formula. Honestly, perfection. Guerlain did an incredible job. And then also for my eyes, my lashes. These lashes by Velour, they are the plant fiber lashes, hand derived. They are so comfortable and they are not too much. They just look as natural as possible. The style that I love is second nature. I also love their magnetic lashes because the magnets are fairly strong that actually they do work, they stay well. And they have so many different styles, from very fluffy ones to very wispy ones. I mean, you choose. I do have a 20% off with Velour. This video is not sponsored by them, but I just want to pass it along to you. And an eyeliner that I rediscovered my love for it by Chantecaille. This is the brightening eye kajal in nude. If you want your eyes to look a little bit more open, more wide, more awakening, this is beautiful. It lasts on the waterline, incredible, which is something that usually, you know, it disappears right away when you put it on your waterline. This one doesn't. It's lovely. And then for brows, I tried the new Patrick Ta eyebrow pencil, and it's a very defined pencil, very precise pencil. So if you like kind of like the benefit, precisely my brow type of idea, if you like the Charlotte Tilbury one, that is one of my favorite ones, you're gonna like this a lot because it does have that precision point. It's not as stiff as the benefit one, but more like the Charlotte Tilbury formulation. I honestly love the one from Gucci, the powder formula, because I do have a lot of brow hair, so I don't need to fill in a lot of gaps. But if you want more precision and yet achieving the job very easy, this brow pencil from Patrick Ta, it's honestly really good. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is the Sonia G Keyaki set. This was sent to me by Sonia. Thank you so much to Sonia and also to Beautylish because they are the ones who, you know, Sonia said, please send it to Jackeline, and that's the way I got it. Thank you so much to both of them. But wow, these brushes are incredible. Soft, that design is just so perfect for application of absolutely everything. Here I just grabbed two because the other ones are on that side, they are all dirty. These are dirty too, but they are just perfect for traveling, the perfect size. You know, someone asked me, and I think this is a very valid question, how heavy they feel, because the shape on the top hasn't changed much of this one in specific, the jumbo base. And for an artist, and if you have painted on canvas or just painted in general, you know that it has to have a balance. The craftsmanship of these brushes is that perfect that even though you're receiving the same shape, the same density, if you grab it, you know, from the bottom of your handle like you're supposed to give that airbrush application, the top where the bristles are, is not heavy. So, I mean, these are perfectly designed, ideal for traveling, or if you have a very small space for your makeup collection. These are fantastic. Oh, and I lie, this is not the last product. The last product is this Gucci Glow Hydrating Mist. This has been not my setting mist, but my prepping mist before I apply makeup, and also on the go when I just need a little bit of a refresher, that I feel like, oh my gosh, my makeup is just not there, or just simply I just want to refresh my face. This Gucci one, excellent. Okay, my friends, and this makes it for this video. I hope that you enjoy it. I would love to know from you, which products have you been loving during the month of July. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.